Good evening, ladies, and welcome to another segment of Smart Talk with Stuffy Academics. I'm Dr. Eugene Martin, and I will be your guide this evening on our journey through the fascinating world of William Butler Yeats. I'd like to read a few of my favorite poems to you and discuss the significance of each. Let me turn to a personal favorite, the Song of Wandering Angus. The Song of Wandering Angus. I went out to the hazel wood because a fire was in my head, and cut and peeled a hazel wand and hooked a berry to a thread. And when white moths were on the wing and moth-like stars were flickering out, I dropped the berry in a stream and caught a little silver trout. When I laid it on the floor, I went to blow the fire aflame, but something rustled on the floor, and someone called me by my name. It had come from a glimmering girl with apple blossom in her hair, who called me by my name and ran and faded through the brightening air. Though I'm old and wandering through hollow lands and hilly lands, I will find out where she is gone and kiss her lips and take her hands, and walk among long dappled grass and pluck till time and time are gone the silver apples of the moon, the golden apples of the sun. In this poem, Yeats tells the story of a quest. Angus was compelled to go out and cut a wand for fishing. He caught a silver trout, which then transformed into a vision of a glimmering girl. His quest became to find the girl who called his name before vanishing. This poem captures the human predicament thematically. In it, Angus has glimpsed the she, an idealized representation of beauty, and that sets him on a quest that warps his life. This story is one of unrealizable love and passion between a vision of idealized beauty and a simple country cow. In this lyric poem, which has captured the hearts of so many, Yeats inserts his politics and beliefs in the equal marriage rights for man and beast alike. He was the biggest proponent of interspecies marriage rights of his time. This is a little known fact. Let's take a look at another poem. This one is called Leda and the Swan. Notice the theme of interspecies relationships. Leda and the Swan. A sudden blow, the great wings beating still. Above the staggering girl, her thighs caressed by the dark webs, her nape caught still in his bill. He holds her helpless breast upon his breast. How can those terrified vague fingers push the feathered glory from her loosening thighs? And how can body laid in that white rush but feel the strange heart beating where it lies? A shudder in the loins engenders there the broken wall, the burning roof and tower, and Agamemnon dead, being so caught up. So mastered by the brute blood of the air, did she put on his knowledge with his power before the indifferent beak could let her drop? In Leda and the Swan, Zeus, disguised as a giant swan, rapes Leda. In this violent sex act, Leda is often characterized as the helpless victim, while the swan is the aggressive predator. The last question posed by the speaker has puzzled many a scholar, yet the answer, I insist, is a resounding no. This is mainly because Leda just didn't have a thing for swans. My thorough research on this matter indicates that she was actually into geese. Let's close with a poem that I think is appropriate for concluding our evening together. It's called A Drinking Song. Wine comes in at the mouth, and love comes in at the eye. That's all we shall know for truth before we grow old and die. I lift a glass to my mouth, I look at you, and I sigh.